But guess what? A lot more people see mine.
Yes, they do.
Oh, no, you don't know that. Yeah. We got a Blair Witch Project.
After having some progression. Right now, we'll be showing that.
That's why dog is God, spelled backwards for sure. Folks at home, we would like you to take a look at this picture that's coming on your screen right now. It's going to be just an absolutely, well, once in a lifetime thing. Not many people get this close to this gentleman to have their cause blessed. But if we take a look, right there is our guest this morning, George Marcello. And George, who's that fellow in the white hat?
Well, they're saying, yeah, who is that guy? We know who the other guy is.
Yes.
That's His Holiness, Pope John Paul II.
And he has blessed your cause, which is?
I'm walking across Canada to promote the importance of organ and tissue donations. Canada is suffering as being the lowest in our rate when compared to the rest of the world. And there's so many Canadians, good Canadians, that are passing away on the waiting list. And we need to rise above this. We need to make some changes.
Okay, George, what was it that brought this up for you, George, to take this on?
Well, 6 years ago, I was rushed to the hospital with liver failure. And I was told I only had 2 days left to live. And I was on the waiting list for about 9 months. And I knew the odds were against me because of this shortage. And the next day I got the call and an organ became available. And my life and 5 others were saved that day. And after I woke up after that surgery, I know what it took for that to happen. Someone had to unfortunately pass away, but a decision was made. And that decision saved my life and 5 others. And what I wanted to do in the most profound way, in the most respectful way to the donor family, was to acknowledge that decision and let every Canadian close know how important it is to really think about this. And you know, you could be saving
The torch. The Pope gave the blessing, so he's given the blessing to organ donation, which is amazing. Thank you for taking the time to come in and tell us the story. Please sign your donor card now and find out more about how you can save up to 8 lives with one of the most unselfish gifts ever. Jason Baxter is on the field of honor this morning. The gridiron god himself.
Notice the motion. The Honourable Member for Halifax Needham.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I'll be asking for waiver on this resolution, and then I'd like to make an introduction from our gallery. I hereby give notice that on a future day I shall move the adoption of the following resolution. Whereas in 1995, George Marcello received the gift of life through transplant surgery made possible by organ donation. And whereas in 1998, Mr. Marcello and fellow transplant recipient John Trotton created the Step-by-Step Organ Transplant Association. And whereas on June 20th, 2000, George began the Canada 769-day walk with planned visits to over 500 cities and towns to inspire the public, media, and all levels of government about the importance of organ and tissue donations. Therefore, be it resolved that members of this House commend George Marcello for his dedication and personal commitment to raising public and government awareness about the need for a national registry of organ and tissue donors, for encouraging governments to make organ donation a priority, and wishes him Godspeed on the remainder of the Canada 769-day walk. Mr. Speaker, I see waiver and passage without debate.
Waiver is it agreed? All those in favour say aye. Aye. Contrary minded nay. Motion is carried.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Now on
Order, please. The Honourable Member for Halifax Needham on introduction.
You want to make an introduction?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it gives me great pleasure to introduce George Marcello, who's in our East Gallery today. Today is the 514th day on this walk, and Mr. Marcello is accompanied by his road manager, Ms. Wilson, who's from Kelowna, BC, who's also with him here in the gallery. And I'd like to just, as I extend a welcome and ask members to welcome him to our area, also note that Mr. Marcello, although he's from Toronto, Ontario, he actually has a connection to Halifax. His parents arrived here through Pier 22 46 years ago, and Mr. Marcello, in fact, was born shortly thereafter in one of the Halifax hospitals, no doubt our Grace Maternity Hospital. So I would like to welcome Mr. Marcello, and I would ask members of the House to extend a warm welcome to him and wish him well as he continues on in his campaign for public awareness around organ and tissue donation.
Certainly welcome our special guest to the gallery today.
Donation. Canada has the lowest in the whole world, and we're trying to change that. Today is day 543 of a 769-day walk, and as you can see in St. John today, we have a lot of energetic students from the community college here in St. John, and they're here. It's an Olympic torch that's been carried by over 1 million Canadians, including the Pope. And we're hoping to inspire every Canadian about the importance of organ and tissue donations. And we're trying to get the government to create a better system. It's called precious consent.
No, yeah, that was my next question, if you would explain that. What does that mean, precious consent?
Well, what precious consent would mean is that the government would take the steps in creating a registry, and they would register every Canadian on that donor list. And making sure, and I emphasize this, making sure that we give every Canadian the opportunity to take their name off if they wish to do that. And with that system in place, what would develop is more lives would be saved. We wouldn't have any missed opportunities. Right now, there's too many missed opportunities.
Are you trying to raise some money at the same time?
Yes, we are, but that's not our main focus. We're just raising money to pay our bills at the end of the day and at the end of the month. So we are accepting donations.
All right, George, look, I'll let Peter Walsh here from the paper take a shot without being in it. But good luck.
You got a good
Okay,
looking month.
I'll get you on the 1 o'clock news there.
Okay, thanks.
All right, listen, good luck.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, you guys. Good luck.
Thanks. You want me to carry it down?